If your waves look weak or they not laying down the way they're supposed to, believe it or not, your do-rag may be the problem. And the crazy part is, a lot of people are wearing their do-rag wrong and not even realizing it. So in this video, I'm gonna break down 5 do-rag mistakes that are ruining your progress. A do-rag isn't just something you throw on. It's what locks in your waves. So if you're doing it wrong, you're literally slowing down progress you could be making every single day. Let's get into it. The first mistake, you're wearing your do-rag on dry hair. And this is a big one, because if your hair is dry, your do-rag isn't really doing anything. All it's doing is pressing down on dry hair. And dry hair doesn't train well. Waves need moisture to stay soft, to lay properly, and to actually form connections. So before you put your do-rag on, just make sure your hair has a little bit of moisture. Nothing crazy. Just enough to where your hair can move and lay down properly. The second mistake, your do-rag is too loose. A lot of people think as long as the do-rag's on, it's working. But that's not true. If your do-rag is loose, you're not getting real compression. And compression is what actually lays your hair down. If it's loose, your waves won't stay in place. They'll lift, they'll shift, and you'll lose definition. So you want it snug. Not too tight to the point where it hurts, because that's another mistake, bonus mistake. But tight enough to where you can feel that your waves are locked in place. The third mistake, you're putting your do-rag on without brushing first. Your do-rag doesn't create waves. It locks in what you just did. So if you didn't brush, you're locking in nothing. No direction, no waves, no progress. Every time before you put your do-rag on, you should be getting in a solid brush session, even if it's quick. This is also just helping you with learning your angles and locking your angles in. And then the do-rag always comes after. The fourth mistake, you're not lining your do-rag up properly with your crown. And your crown controls everything. If your do-rag is shifted, if it's not sitting right, not only is it gonna throw your waves off, but it's gonna throw your crown off. And that's why you wanna make sure everything is lined up properly. Because if you are training your crown, struggling with finding your crown in the middle of like kind of getting it right, when you put that do-rag on to keep your waves in place, you also want to be able to keep your crown in place. If you don't properly have your do-rag aligned on your head, your waves is kind of going to always be looking uneven or a struggle when you unrag. When putting your do-rag on, make sure it is centered. Make sure everything is lined up. Make sure it is on nice and snug. And you'll be all right. And the fifth mistake, if you're still here, I appreciate you. Like, share, and subscribe. You're taking your do-rag off way too fast. When you take your do-rag off too fast or the wrong way, you're disturbing that clean lay and all that brushwork you just did. Take it off slowly and be gentle. When you see wave checks or when people reveal their waves, it's so dramatic. People are taking their time, because when we unrag, we want y'all to see that clean lay. We want y'all to see that smoothness. You don't want to see no frizz when you unrag. You feel me? You want it to be nice and smooth. And the way to have that when you unrag is by being nice and smooth with it. So if your waves is not hitting the way they should, check your do-rag. Make sure you're not wearing it on dry hair. Make sure it's not loose. Make sure everything is lined up and centered properly. And make sure you're not taking it off sloppy or the wrong way. And make sure you're not skipping brush sessions. When you fix these, you'll instantly see a difference in how your waves look. So as always, stay consistent and trust the process.